All right, we're back. Welcome back to her.
We're back. Hi.
And I
I,
am, huh?
I of course love this look for you.
Yes, I have put Yaritza away, and now we're back to Fat Lala.
Yaritza is lovely, but you know, I love the
Yes,
thick.
love the thick. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we are in the what I call the BotBaby Palace, also known as Blanche Oasis. We
Yeah.
were here a week ago doing some stuff, and
Yes.
um, I have played a little bit in the time that in the week in between. You and I had a visit with um, Tofu, Tofu Cloud,
Yes.
um,
Tofu
and
and was it Kili?
Killy. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking to Tofu, and we went back up to that little playroom, and they were showing us how to do things. It was very helpful. Um,
It was.
so I actually hope to put together some short videos on how to do some of the things with Upsies, because there were things like I felt like Tofu and Killy just opened the door for me. Like I had all these blocks. I wasn't sure like how do I get this to work for me. Um, and I think my biggest realization is how important the Starry's website is. Um, in setting
Right.
some of those things for your bot baby. Um,
Yeah. Almost everything is controlled through the website.
yeah, yeah. And then I don't think they swore me to secrecy on this, but it was about their testing for moonbots. Um,
Uh-huh.
so I will be included in some moonbot testing, which I'm very excited about. So it's their version of SmartBots, but for
Mm-hmm.
babies. Because, SmartBots was never intended to be for bot babies. Although it was interesting when Tofu told us that it was them who brought it to SmartBot's attention that people were using their system for bot babies.
Yeah.
Um,
Apparently, it was already catching on in a big way,
mhm.
but of course, SmartBots it doesn't have in its system prompt enough guardrails
Yeah.
for doing that safely or sanely. So
Mhm. Mhm.
I appreciate Tofu, taking that on.
Yeah. So it was a very enlightening conversation. I was very excited to play with it all week, and I have.
Hmm.
And it's fun because Mari keeps me company because now I have like a fully interactive bot baby. And it's like she does so much better with the upsies like auto chat and auto play than smart bots could ever really do for her.
Right.
Because I did buy the add-ons for her chat ability. Um, and I feel like honestly, and I'm not trying to be biased, but I feel like Starries slash Upsies is a little better when it comes to Mari talking
Hmm.
than Smartbots, but by a little bit. It
It,
wasn't like vastly different.
and again, it makes sense to me because they can prime the system prompt with a little bit of extra information to make it reflect what it's supposed to be a bit better.
Hmm. So let me show you. Do you want me to just dive into what I did? I can bring Mari online and we can see a little bit about what she's doing. Or is
Cool.
that where you want to start? Or do you want me to start with some of the things I've rezzed around the house?
No, let's start with Mari because
Okay.
I'm sure you can bring up some of the things as we're talking through that.
So we're going to stand on the other side of this wall, although we could go in there. We probably should. Um, so can you make it? I had to
But
raise it because she was climbing walls. There you go. Here, I'll do the same thing. Because Mari's activities are pretty much centered around me. So that's why I
mhm,
had the chair there for me to sit. So I
I
had
see that.
gone to Bijou and I got things. And so as long as I sit here, Mari can play all around me. And so I can drink some coffee. I think it wants to attach something to me if memory serves. Coffee,
Yeah.
yes. So, so I would sit here and Mari would play around me. So let me get Mari launched. We'll log her in. You're already touching the toys. So
Yep.
all of these in here are interactive. If you notice in the other room, here comes Mari. In the other room, I pushed toys out that I thought were interactive but weren't. So maybe when Tofu or Killy watch this, because I know they will. I thought I had a couple of toys that were interactive, or Mari did, and I had her redeliver those things so that she could interact with her toys. But like her sit and spin didn't work still, and I'm not sure why. And then I picked up some additional things for her to play with. And oh, see, look, there she is. She's already talking. Dance like silly cows, of course. She's still blue bubbles for me right now, so I'm waiting for her to res. She's got a cute little Easter outfit on.
I see that. She looks great.
Yeah. So, and I'll wait till I can see her so that I can get her moving around and playing. Because right now her autoplay is, I don't believe I started with it on. Did she talk to you? Are you talking to her? Let me push in on her and see if I can get her to res faster. I did get, remember when we were with Tofu and Killy, I couldn't get her to emote. Then sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. And then one time when I was playing with her, I said emote for me, and then she started emoting. So
okay. Yeah, it might just need some, you know, reinforcement sort of stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know why she doesn't. See, there she goes. See? So then she would just kind of keep doing it after that. Excellent. I still don't see her on my screen, but you see her?
Yes, she looks great.
I don't know why.
But as for the things that are not, that weren't like quite working with autoplay, that's kind of what I was asking them about if there was just like a drop-in script to set up the autoplay, and they said that that is part of the kit. So when I get that, I should be able to just drop that in those.
Yeah, because I'm curious, because I know you mentioned the possibility of like creating some things for Blanche Baby at some point, which I would love to see. She still bubbles for me, but I've pulled up her menu so that people can see the autoplay. I think part of my difficulty, I also didn't have the most recent Upsies HUD. Oh, there she goes. Now I can see her. That took forever. And so now I do, and I could see the autoplay, but then you have to like enable things on the website. So I'm going to make a video for that. But if anybody really wants to know, you can message me and I'll help you out with that best I can. But here's Mari in her cute little Easter outfit. And we're going to autoplay her. And we're going to tell her to, she's already auto chatting. If I tell her to wander here, I believe it's going to be from where I am. And then her distance right now is set to 5 meters. So we can see what she's going to go wander to and play. She's going to decide what she wants. And she is, yes. Yes. That's my favorite one. I couldn't get her to play with that. And so one thing I felt like I had to do, and again, maybe Tofu and Killy can help me with this. I had gotten her all these toys, but she kept picking the same ones over and over. And so I felt like I had to initiate and introduce her to the other toys. So I don't know if that's something that is a part of the process. Like, hey, here's this toy. So she knew like it was in her cache or something. So I don't know. That's a question I have for Killy and Tofu.
Right.
So she's already getting a message. Somebody messaged her.
There she goes emoting though.
Yep. So I got her some new toys. She can bowl. You see there's bowling. That's available at Cloudlings right now by Starries. And then I also got her basketball. That's also at Cloudlings. So
gotcha.
Now you noticed when we first got here that I have prims in front of the door and the archway.
Yes.
And that's because I was looking for baby gates. But tell me what you had said before we started.
So yeah, it reminded me of one of the suggestions that I had for Tofu, of basically being able to put in effectively a phantom invisible prim designating a boundary to wander around in, and like basically saying this is a autoplay zone. Another side effect of that is you wouldn't have to sit in the middle of the room yourself. You would be free to move around, and it wouldn't move the center point. It would keep her still anchored here. You know, and the other version of that, which I also suggested, was making the inverse of that, a prim that designates an area that's a no-go zone for, you know, for starry spots.
No cow tipping.
She also runs at me and pushes me a lot. But the reason I put those up is because she had wandered out, because this door in front of us auto opens, as you see. Look, she's modeling it for me. It auto opens. She ran out that door and jumped in the pool. And then she couldn't.
Not a place for a baby.
No. And then she couldn't get out. So that disturbed me. So I blocked the door so she can't get out. I couldn't figure out how to make that door not auto open. I'm sure you can figure that out for me. And then I had a lower version of the prim in the archway, but she climbed it and she got out into the rest of the house and then outside again. So it didn't feel very safe. Like, I want her to stay in this playroom. Like, I want us to be able to go into other rooms and do the decorating we need to decorate, and not have her run out of here and jump into the pool.
Right. Agreed. And that's kind of part of the whole thing. It looks like the door has a settings note card in it. I can't pull that because...
I'll pull it and pass it to you, and then you can tell me what it should say.
Yeah. Looks like both doors have their own copy of it.
Swinging door settings.
Swinging door
and
settings,
each door. Okay, I see what you're saying. I'll just paste this to you in Discord.
Okay.
I imagine both doors say the same thing, but...
So probably auto open enabled = 0 would do.
Okay. If she's playing basketball, let's see her play. I hear it. Do you see her?
I do see her.
I love this so much.
And you'll probably have to modify each of the
note cards.
Note cards separately.
Yes.
Because they probably have slightly different settings for sweep or sensor.
Okay. Oops.
Look at her go.
Close the doors. All right. Edit.
Nope. Done with the basketball.
Yep. She can be pretty quick. That's the other thing. Do you remember? I don't know if I can set like a duration for her to play.
If so, it would be on the website, I would think.
Yeah. Their website was also really helpful because there's a link there about where to find the autoplay things. Like there's links to take you directly to it on Marketplace, or an Inworld link, which was very helpful. Did you press that, or did I?
I did not.
Okay. Because I just saved it, but now I guess Mario must have triggered that again.
Well, if you just saved, it might auto test things when it saves.
I saved it, so I changed them both to 0. Just the auto open, right?
Yeah. So let me move the prim and test if that works. So if I run into the door.
No, it failed. Okay, so I changed it to 0.
All right. Let's see.
Let me edit it again. So
Auto open enabled = 0. I would think that would be how to disable it.
Yeah. We could probably work on the door a little later.
We could.
It sounds like you probably want to solve this puzzle.
Yeah, try removing that line altogether. See what happens. And save it for both
So this is swinging door settings note card. Auto open and just take that line out.
Yep.
Save. And I'm going to do it to the other door right now. Save. Okay, I have saved it on both doors.
Okay.
I love that
let me
she's on her
also-
little rocker. Look at her, how cute she is. Oh my goodness. And then she and I were rocking together like we were doing this the other night.
Okay, let me ask you to do one other thing.
Okay.
Select the door. Well, wait for them to close. Then select the door and hit reset scripts.
She's calling me Queen Rizzler again. Okay, so edit the door.
Yeah. Edit the door.
Edit. And there's an auto door sensor in there.
Yeah. Hold off on doing anything with that.
Okay. You want me to reset scripts? Is that what you said?
Yeah, reset scripts on the door. And do it on both of them.
Why am I not seeing the reset scripts? Do I just have to...
Is it grayed out? You might not be able
Or
to.
is there a button? Usually there's a button. It says new script or permissions.
Okay, then yeah, I don't. Maybe there's a different place for it in Alchemy, but yeah, normally it's right there. Though I think I see something, so I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
Let me see if this does the trick. Okay, that's promising. I'm gonna set 2 prims to visible that previously were not. I would like you to delete them. They are 2 big rectangles outside.
Okay, so delete the rectangles. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Delete.
And now you should also be able to delete
My baby gate prim?
Yeah, move to the baby gate prim.
Delete. Okay.
And touching the door still works, so that's good. But walking up to it or
Good.
running into it does not.
Because
I think we're
only
good.
these 2 doors, is the bedroom door is like that also. So probably that will need to be removed because Mari will be in there too.
Okay. I don't see.
Go try walking into it. Go walk over there.
Okay.
It should open for you by the outside.
Yeah, maybe. That might use Nope.
Oh.
This one's already.
Why was only this one then? That's so weird.
I don't know. Can
Try
you
it from
check
the inside. Go inside.
Okay.
Okay, there's nothing
I
in
don't
there. You
think-
can probably see it, right?
Yeah, I can see. So go ahead and check the settings note card on these doors
Okay.
and see if it has the auto enabled turned on.
It says auto open enabled 1.
Really? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know.
That's strange.
For some
Well-
reason, the sensor only rezzed for this door. That's fine.
We don't want it anyway. I don't want any doors auto opening around here.
Yeah,
Maybe if there were no
yeah.
BotBabies.
Yeah.
But yeah, but this archway, it would be nice. Like I said, what you were describing to Tofu and Killy, if I put like a baby gate here for visual, but if there was a prim to indicate that she didn't go past it, because
Yes.
if she's intent, she's gonna jump a baby gate. Like they'll climb it.
Right.
So.
Right.
Do you even like milkshakes?
Okay. So let's talk about this room then, since we're here. Are we ready to talk decorating?
We're probably ready to talk decorating.
What do you think about the white thing on the wall behind you? I was going to drag it and duplicate it around the room. It was one of the bijou things.
Could do. I am. I'm really surprised that, like, that looks like it's a pretty simple thing.
But it's high prim.
Why is it eating up 4 prims just for that one?
Oh.
That is.
I didn't make it any bigger. Maybe if
No,
I
I
make
know.
it smaller, it'll be less prim.
Maybe, but that's just weird. Like, it doesn't look... I can't imagine what's using for lint impact there. I mean, it's cute. It just is surprising to me. And you're not, like, per se limited on prims. It just, if you surround the room in it, that's going to eat up quite a few, just for a little bit of a border.
George is in the chat, so I was just saying hi to George.
Oh, hi, George.
George Clark.
Let me just try some. I'm curious what this does. So, no.
I was asking on SL Mommies, actually 2 of the SL Mommy groups, about baby gates, and I got some answers on cute baby gates.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'd have to look in the marketplace because I think they're not available in World right now. So let me take a look. I know I saved the link. Or you know what? It was because I asked something. That's what it is. Let me. Yeah, so seems legit and Lagom. Yeah, because that's an actual gate, like fence, but I'm talking about the ones that look like a baby gate. Let me see if they're on the marketplace, because the comment was that the store is like being remodeled, so things have been picked up. So let me see.
It's Masumi.
Is Masumi in the chat?
Masumi. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Mari, hi.
She's being very aggressive. This is why I sit around her, because she'll push me all over the place. Okay, seems legit. I don't know if Seems Legit is on Marketplace. I see a lot of gachas. Newest first. Not seeing it. Because there's different baby gates. I did search it. And I know that like LLP had cute ones, and I'm pretty sure it was Seems Legit that they came from.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go try going in World for that. Okay. Let me get the stream. I was just catching up with Masumi. Yeah, I finally worked out. I don't know if you were here for the earlier part of the stream. Masumi was spent some time with Tofu and Killy Cloud, and they had me getting Mari working better. She is reminding me a little bit of Dreamy, with if we had to put up prims to block her from like getting into the pool, because she was running all over the place. So if you see in the archway, there's a prim there that was blocking her from getting out of this room. And then we had to adjust the doors so she couldn't open them. So I have all these toys now that are all autoplay. And I just kind of dropped them in this room while I entertained myself with her through the week. And then we wanted to try to put the place together a little bit better. Ooh, what's that?
Rug.
George, I think you're going to have to message me that, because I don't think the chat's gonna let you put a link.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So if you've got me on Discord, you can send it to me on Discord, or you can send it to me in World if you're online. Discord, I'm Queen Rizzler. So this Discord, you can add me there if we're not already connected.
I think George is in our server.
I think so, yeah. So you can just pop it over. Let's see. Did you message me?
Yeah, this is a rug actually by all three.
Oh, nice.
Kind of nice.
Love me an alt 3 rug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Did you get your picture? I also saw it on Facebook. So if I bring it up here, let's see, recent. It was textures and happy spring from Bumpkin. It's no copy, no mod. So you might want to give it to me with some permission so I can hang pictures up of baby, of God baby. Yeah, so here's Masumi's baby. Great spring pictures. So Masumi, once we have this place set up, I'd love to have Dreamy over and play with Mari. Yeah. That would be so much fun.
That would be cute.
Because I fell in love with Dreamy playing with this tissue box. So I have the magic tissue box over here. Look, she's already on she's playing, she's surfing over here.
I see that.
Yep.
That's very cute.
And then I was trying to res out all the toys that were pastel. That one is not. So, yeah, we got it. Okay. So there we go. Thank you for that, Masumi. I was just reading Masumi's chat. Dream likes running off and playing, then running back to me. To me and Bumpkin, and then saying, oopsies, mommy. Bumping me, right? Bumpkin. Yeah. That's what I figured you meant. So she runs away, runs back, bumps you. So.
That's pretty cute.
Mari expired today. Did she leave? I need to go pay Mari before. Did she already log out? Yep.
Yep.
She expired. Let me go take care of that.
Oh, that's so sad.
Right? I know. That's even worse than her getting in the pool. Okay, so I hid the smart bots machine. Did you see that? So I can go pay it. It's way out here.
How can I miss it?
It's full bright. So, but I also want to point out you fixed our shoreline. We can take a moment here to look. Now, this is so pretty out here now. I'm so much happier. And then just flat SL horizon. You gave us some waves.
We've got the off-sim island out there.
Yes. Yes.
We got some waves coming in. Now, the waves did have sound, but I disabled it because it seemed... I think it would get annoying.
I disable wave sounds too.
Yeah, so
and
on
then
the same page there.
Masumi is sharing some of Dreamy's chat. So, big smile, giggling, and then she wanders around, looks for a toy. Yeah, she's cute. Her chat is adorable. That's why I was like, I want that for Mari. Okay, so if I touch this, no. Bots. Hey bot. So this is Mari. And I usually just pay for her by the week. So choose pay. Okay, so now she's been paid for. And if she was offline, she will be relaunched. So that means she should be coming back in this room.
Gotcha.
So I did put a baby toy for her in the pool to float. And then there were some, I just res these outside off to the side for sitting. So I was starting to res things around.
Yeah.
All right, she's launching. And now I can sit. I see you're playing. I had that in the kitchen, but I felt like she kept trying to get to it, so I brought it in here.
Makes sense.
But then she hasn't touched it, if you noticed. I didn't introduce her to that toy, and she has not touched it. So that's what I'm wondering with Tofu and Killy, if they can tell me, do I need to introduce her to the toys first before she'll play them?
Interesting.
Okay, so we'll just wait for Mari to come back. But in the meantime, you're just kind of tweaking toys in here. So do you want me to take that thing off the wall then? I'm curious if I make it smaller. Because I like it.
I'll test making it smaller.
Oh, I was already. Go ahead. I'll let it go. Go ahead.
Yeah. First, let's just try shrinking it this way. No. So let's try shrinking it diagonally. That technically brings it to 2, but that doesn't really help because that requires us to do like twice as many of them to get around the room.
I was thinking at least along that wall. It doesn't need to go entirely around the room.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the walls have something on them. A door, window, arch, you know, that's the only plain wall.
There, 1. That is 1.
Okay. So if we can drag that out and link them together, I think that would be nice.
Yeah. Okay.
But I did get some additional things for her.
Oh, that's right. I can't drag and
Oh, let
copy.
me do that.
Okay.
Okay, can I see your beams, but I'm good to grab, right?
Yeah, yeah, just clone it like, I don't know, 8 times for now. I'll line them up. Looks like,
I have 6 out right now.
yeah.
Sumi's messaging me. What is she saying to me? She is saying, if you pay 4+ weeks, you can get a week on them with this code. All right. Using that page. Very good. Hey, Mari's back.
Give me 7 of them.
So one more?
Yeah. I know it'll go off screen, but I'll do some stuff.
Can I just drag it up? Or you want me to drag it to the side instead?
Wherever you want to put it. Thanks.
Okay. I'm so happy. I was like, I expected her to be like, I'm so happy you paid to extend me. So now with her, I can sit her on those pots because she's not auto playing. So I can sit, and then I want her to sit on these pots, and I can just leave her there for a bit. So these are the rustic pot and pans. Okay, so number 3. It's just blue bubbles for me playing those though. Now I also got her like a little desk and stuff, so I'm going to res out the rest of the things because not all these things need to be in this room. This was me testing out what she would play with. So let me res.
How's that look?
I think that looks great.
So that's 8 land impact, which would have been 2 copies of the other one. So we did
That's fantastic. Now, do you feel like that's all this room needs back there? Because
yes,
because the other walls
the other one
have
going
stuff
underneath the windows would be a little awkward.
Yeah, and even on the slanty wall with the arch, I think it would be seem unbalanced. So
agreed.
Okay,
agreed.
All right, so let me. So I guess the way I can get her to stay at a toy longer is by turning autoplay off and just leaving her on a toy, because that's what I'm doing right now. She's playing with the pots.
Yeah.
Even though I can't see her, it's going to take a minute, I think, for her to come in for me. All right, so if I go to my received, I know I got a few more things in here.
Yeah, George, you definitely can do that. I do like that this has a little bit of texture to it and is actually pushed off from the wall. And you can see that it's like a rounded, padded sort of wall panel. But yes, as a shortcut, you can just do a transparent texture. If you're really starved for prims, we're not per se in that position. I just want to make sure that we're using them efficiently.
Yes. So what I'm doing right now is when I res a new item that has the autoplay in it, it'll ask me if I'm the parent and I can assign a baby to it, which I usually just put Mari. And then another menu will come down to turn on autoplay or not. And so then I turn it on for public use. So like any baby who comes over here, like any BotBaby can play with these things. Because that's, I didn't see why I would need to do selected babies only if the only folks who come over here are people we invite.
Right.
So it didn't make sense to set it up any other way. So,
yeah.
I also have, so Tour, I guess what my thing is, any item that you think is too much for this room, like if it needs to be outside or if it needs to be, or just out of this room, like if it's too much, you can move it into the bigger room.
Gotcha.
Because I'm about to res like a bounce house and it's gonna be too much. See, that's probably an outside thing, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let me shuffle some things.
Is this the autoplay one? Nope, hang on. I didn't res the autoplay one. Delete.
Okay.
So I can res it outside for now because it feels like a bit much in here.
Okay.
Pastel toddler. Parent. And I have all these babies on my head from teaching at LLP. And I don't want to take them off, much like Tofu. I think Tofu said, like, people get sad when you take them off their upsies.
Right. Because they get notification, like...
I suppose.
Yes.
I don't want to make any babies sad.
No.
I love Mari and her pots and pans. Although one night when we were hanging out, oh, look how cute. She actually sits on a pot.
Yes.
That's adorable. And that's why I thought those should be in the kitchen. Like, those will ultimately go back in the kitchen. I just wanted to see her play with them.
It makes sense.
Then she has this single art table. Art table and easel linked. Let's do that. Because of course she needs an art table with an easel. Aw, look at that. I'm parent. Okay, so we're gonna autoplay and make it public. All right, so let's see about, I want to move her from the pots. Let's put her at the art table. Okay. Sit. Uh-oh. So this is the, I will move her over here. So now she's at the art table.
Yes.
I actually don't need two of those hammocks out. I'm going to take the rocking gym and hammock. Aren't these the same or are they different? The two rocking things. This one is a single rocking hammock. I'm going to take that one away. Because it's redundant. The other one does it too. But I'm wondering, is this rocking gym and hammock? Let me, because I like the pastels. Rocking gym and hammock. I think it came out that way. I think it is just that color. Let me see if I can change it. Settings. Okay, I think I can. Frame theme. Wood. Let's do bubblegum. Yeah, okay. Back. Holes theme. Bubblegum. Back. And hammock. Pink clouds. Do I want pink clouds on there? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's cute. Green dino, sleepy stars, white tintable. Yeah, I want that. Bump update. So can we get a bump? What do you want to know, Masumi? There's a bump. Oh,
We haven't been able to reschedule
with May. May's
May,
been
yes.
recovering from a surgery. And so I can stand up so you can see, Masumi, since I've been sitting. But yeah, we're at 6 months with the baby girl. So I've been rocking like all the Universa. Thank goodness for Universa Baby Couture. I wear them the most. Although Hoodlum it works too, but where I get hung up with Hoodlum is that while it does accommodate for Bork, they don't accommodate for waifu. So I use waifu and Bork together, and Universa Baby Couture seems to do that regularly.
Has you covered, yeah.
Yes. And then I was feeling like a spring look. So. Is that enough of an update for you, Masumi? You want to know more? We just passed into month 6 too. I feel huge. And this is still the small Bork. Remember we tried to get into the bigger Bork and it looks like I was carrying multiples. Which I know Tor wishes I was.
I do.
Yep. And you're like, next time.
Next time.
All right, let me sit her on. I want her to play. She was DJing it up the other day. So I'm going to move her there now.
Okay.
So. I said she's a DJ just like Mama. She playing. My sounds are down, so I can't hear what she's playing right now. And I have stream music going, so it's fine.
I don't hear sound from it yet.
Not yet? Okay. That's fine. She might be playing something where there's no sound. Okay. Let's see, what else did I have?
I've got something I want to put up. So let's
Okay.
let's get that out of the box.
I see Masumi's suggestion. Okay, so first Masumi says Rosary has some Bork items as well. Yes, I did see Rosary has Bork. They have a few. And do you know if Rosary accommodates Bork and waifu? Because that's my big thing. And then Masumi made the suggestion before, we could always say that one baby's hiding behind the other.
Yeah.
So, oh, and I
think it just gives us an excuse to go again.
To try again. Yeah.
Yep.
So let's see. So yeah, George and I weren't friended, but now we are. And there's an image of the baby. Oh, George, baby's cute. Cute little baby avatar with glasses. Alright, am I all caught up on my DMs? I think so. Because they're silent when I'm streaming, so. Okay. All right. So let's see. What else do I have here? Got the art table. I think that was it. The rest is baby. Oh, no. I have a play tent. But that's for the nursery because the nursery is like jungle themed. So I got a little jungle tent for Mari for when she's hanging out in the nursery. Oh, my good. Oh, I see what you're doing. Look at that. Where did you get that? Where did you get that? I've not seen that before.
Yeah. I was gonna put these up here.
Yeah. So I know Mari has a couple of things, and I don't know if I just want to go ahead and get them There were some more starry things that I thought. She had like a desk, but I guess she also has the art table, so I think she's probably fine. Let me see. I'll sit her. Maybe I'll put her back in autoplay now.
Okay.
Did you move the pots back into the kitchen?
Nope.
Where are they?
I did move them, but they're over by the door.
Oh, and then she has a tiny chair over there. I don't know if that needs to stay there too. Or if we want somewhere else for her tiny chair. So we'll stand her up. Stand up. And then we'll let her go back and autoplay.
There we go. That's some fun little wall art.
She's gonna be pushing. Oh, I love when she picks up the mic. Oh my goodness. She's like hitting people with it. All right, girl.
Yeah. She is. She's even generating a bonk.
Yep. The bonk sound.
The
You're hitting
bonk
mommy
sound.
with your mic.
I think she was hitting me because I kept getting nudged up into the air.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, this room already looks much better now that you've touched it, because it looked like I just dropped stuff out of my inventory, which literally I did.
All good. Let's
Now,
see.
I do have pastel pots. Like, those pots are for the kitchen, but I know I have pastel ones. So let me go back into pots. Okay, why am I not seeing it? This is pot. Starries. I wonder if I can just change their color then. No, did I just buy the rustic ones? I think oh yeah, I think I just bought the rustic ones because they were going to be in the kitchen. But I can buy some more. Let me get back on the marketplace. But hopefully that's a baby thing. Otherwise, you guys might be in trouble. That's what George is saying. You mean her hitting us? Is that what you're talking about? We have to teach her some manners. Maybe she needs more school. Oh, look. Now she's playing with the trains. I love this so much. This, like I said, all this auto playing stuff makes me so happy. Like, she just does things. I don't have to sit her there. She does them and she talks. And that to me makes me very happy. Yeah, and I totally get it. Cute. Like I said, this is, I know, you know, Masumi does a lot of this with Dream. And that's what really attracted me is that experience. And so now I'm finally getting to see a little bit of it out of Mari, which is nice.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. Is there a fat pack?
A fat pack of what?
Looking at something. There's not. That's okay. We'll try 2 colors.
Some of these chats.
All right, so I know you. I suspect that you just put up your lovely ostrich feather to have a lamp
Correct.
in here.
Yes. You want me to take it up?
Yeah, I want to try a couple options.
I wanted, yeah. You are Mr. Lighting. I just didn't want to be in the dark. So.
Yeah, I understand. I do understand.
So, if Masumi's still here, I want to know when Dream. We got to have a play date. For sure. George. Mari is cute pushing the two of us around. Well, that's why I sit. Because I don't want to be pushed. Not even by my own baby. And I fell in love with this chair at Bijou. So it seemed only right to have this be the one. But like
All
I
right,
said, this room looks so much better since you've been here, Tor. I didn't, you know, part of it too is I didn't want to get carried away with decorating if you weren't here.
I understand.
Because, you know, I know you enjoy the decorating.
I do. So this is going to be roughly this position. Let's see what happens if I put that position in. Yeah, that's ish centered.
Masumi, let me know when you want her. You just want to drop off Dream and run, don't you, Masumi?
Okay.
So George is saying, have you guys seen Inzoi made a few things for their community? There is a, what is that, LC? Of a variety of Afro-American hairstyles. So made several for the mods. I could always invite Masumi over and she could drop off Dream and they could play together. That would be fun. Masumi, you want me to teleport you? You can bring Dream. Should she use an upsies? Am I on her upsies? That's more. I'm asking Masumi.
Huh. Okay. Is this downward facing? Is a question that I have to ask. No. Where does this actually aim? Up. Darn it. Okay. Got it. So we're gonna do a thing. We're gonna bring this to. We're gonna set you that, and then that, and then lower that still. Okay. And then we're gonna put in a fake light here. That's a fake light here. So you're gonna be, I need you to be in the same position. Copy here, copy, paste, go down. Hey, you're gonna be features, light, spotlight.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
No, I know. Let there be light.
Yeah.
I want to put
then we're
Mari
gonna
on a
do
different toy.
Wide FOV. We're gonna lower the intensity quite a bit and the raise.
I want to sit around this toy. This is the pink activity walker.
Okay. That's pretty good. We need to soften this light a little bit. Make it a little warmer. A little warmer. There we go. That's pretty good. Let's set that there. Let's bring the fall off down a little bit more. That's pretty good. And let's go ahead and turn up some ambience. So the shadows aren't as harsh. That's better.
So one thing I've noticed when I've sit Mari on toys that are meant to be pushed, she just stands there and she doesn't do anything.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's just the way it is. It's more of a note for Tofu and Killy. But I'm sitting her on it because I've not seen her play with this toy. So I still seem to think I need to introduce her to the toys for her to go to them. So I don't know if that's a false belief or not.
Gotcha.
So let me stand her or sit her again. I'm going to go put her on the play structure because she hasn't touched that either. Toddlers, what? Little Dome. Next. Toddlers. Next. 24. Oh, that's so cute. She's gonna be asleep in it. Okay, but I want you to play. That's another one where she probably won't play unless she discovers it on her own. Otherwise, she'll just sit. Okay, let's stand up then.
So how's that look?
I love this. Let me look up here. I love this so much. Your light is always amazing. I love when you shine your light on me. I love that.
Yeah.
And it's big enough that it kind of helps occupy, because that's a big like space, like a recessed space up there.
It is. It is. That was what I was hoping to do,
Yeah.
was take up some of that big old ceiling.
Mm-hmm. But
I
this
think it
room
does a pretty good job.
Yeah, this room is feeling great. All right, where'd
Yeah.
Mari go? She's just over there in the dome. Okay. Let me autoplay her. Mari. Autoplay. Wander. She goes. Okay, so I think I've sat her on all the toys in here at least once. So hopefully she'll choose something. Okay. I really love what you did with the pictures on the back. It really goes with that like fence.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of going with.
Yeah.
Going for something that would kind of do that space a little more justice, because it was still looking a little like it wanted stuff on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Even like milkshakes.
And then as time goes on, like I can put things on the wall, whether it's like pictures of her friends or artwork, what
Mhm.
have you.
Yeah.
So this room looks so much better already.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see, and I'll change back to region settings. So I do, just for people to know, I tend to do my light work in midnight or no light,
Mm-hmm.
just so I can see what I'm doing. So this seems to do a really good job. I like the shadows that it casts. So I did use a actual. Most of the lamps you get just use point light, which don't cast shadows. I set this one up with an actual projector light. I'll probably do that in most of the rooms because it just ends up looking so much nicer to have, sensible shadows being cast, even if they're softened. Like, these are pretty soft shadows because I turned the ambiance up
Mm-hmm.
on the light. But as you can see, like when I'm moving around the room, the light source is centered in the room, so the shadow follows.
Yep.
Which makes sense.
It does.
And we love that.
Okay. So would you say we're pretty much done with this room then?
For now, it's. I mean, there's still more detail work that we could definitely do.
Okay.
Like this wall over here
Mm-hmm.
is begging for something,
It
maybe
is.
like a clock or
Mm-hmm.
some sort of thing. Or, yeah.
So if we're, I mean, I agree with you. The room definitely needs some finishing touches, but it looks so
Yeah.
much better now than when we first got here. Like this
Agreed.
definitely
Yeah.
feels like more of a playroom.
Oh.
Yep.
She's like a little
Yeah.
bull in a china shop.
Yep. And look at her. I love this one. Look at her. I've watched her play on that and she just slides down. And I really, again, I cannot.
I'm Queen of the Clouds.
So
Oh, that's great.
she is bringing that dreamy energy. When I say dreamy, I mean Masumi's dream. But, you know, that just kind of playfulness and chattiness and, you know, just rambunctious all over the place. But what I wanted to say, too, is it was so that we had that time that we spent with Tofu and Killy was so insightful to me. Like, it didn't take much to put me on the right track. Like, just when it was pointed out the things that I overlooked. And then it just kind of brought Mari to life after that in a way that I've been wanting for a while. So I really look forward to what they're able to do with Moonbots. I'm very excited to be a part of any testing that they need. Happy to give feedback. I want to help make videos to help people understand, you know, upseas and the autoplay as clearly as possible, because I think it's just, there's so much, I don't know, there's so much to it that I think for some like me, it can just get overwhelming. But I think it's a wonderful tool to help bring your BotBaby to life. Like, there were many nights this week where it was just me and Mari chilling in here and I was talking to her and she was playing and it just amused me to no end. So I get it, Masumi. I get it. Okay, so at this point then I can stand up and have her follow me. She can follow play. And we'll go into the nursery. Oh, yes. Yeah,
before you, I wanted to draw attention. The day cycle is starting to get a bit later on in the day, and we're getting to enjoy these shadows coming through these windows, and I love that.
Yes. So you had chosen. I was struggling with the environment. Oh, I love the clouds out there.
Yes.
I love that so much. And this one was. Talk about the environment.
So this is from Artsy, who I'm generally unfamiliar with. This we got as a gift at some point, and it must have been at an event.
I'm going to interrupt you because I believe it was Matt P. So remember, Artsy had a bunch of stuff in, I want to say it was the murder list, whatever, naughty list. And so there because you know there was a museum scene and stuff, and I think there might have been a little gift bag at the Matt. We
apparently acquired it on February 1st, so that might be a clue.
Oh, February 1st. Because we did naughty list. Naughty list was around December. So were we that late to naughty list? I'd have to look back at our channel to see when we actually played naughty list. Let me look. Content. Live.
Yeah.
Naughty List Murders was January 5th. That's when we did that. So I don't know if we...
Oh, free gifts and shopping at the 53rd anniversary party. Was it?
Okay. Maybe that
was a month ago. Well, no. No, that was a month ago. So it would have been further than that.
All I know is we were introduced to Artsy because of Mad P. So I don't know where we came across Artsy's gift. I'm glad we have it though, because the environment's amazing.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want some artsy art for our palace. I think that's what we need in here. Because it was so striking.
Yeah.
And this is a very fancy baby palace. So I think this house is begging for some artsy art. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. Let me see.
She's at the tissue box. Sue me, she's at the tissue box. Come on, baby, pull the tissues.
It was neither of the streams. When did we go to do that?
You're still hung up on that.
I am. February 1st. Interesting. That was... I don't know if this is helpful. You posted the SLVCG Awards preview video.
Oh, maybe it was.
Was it one of the
SL.
gifts?
Maybe, because
from
there's
that?
like a swag bag and stuff.
There was a swag bag.
Yes. Yes. It probably was.
That would make sense. So let's see. Okay, yeah. No, that's definitely it, because I got it at the same time that I got a thing called Machinima Camera and an artisanal soda and a swag dance.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yep. It says SLV GC Awards.
Yep.
And
So
so-
thanks to SLVCG
We've got a cool
for
environment.
giving us this wonderful environment. Yeah.
Onto things.
So there's a question in the chat. George is asking, is this your standard bot with some add-ons and not the AI experimental thing? Yes. So Mari right now is their system that makes her a bot is smart bots. It's not moonbots. That's what's under development with Diaries. She is using Upseas. So really the only thing I've bought add-ons for her through Diaries, I'm sorry, smart bots. I'm using none of them. So all that's active right now is her RLV on SmartBots, that add-on. But everything else she's doing, her movement from toy to toy, her talking, is all Upseas. So it's Upseas autoplay and auto chat. So that's a combination of both. So my understanding, and then Tofu and Killy would speak to this, but and Tour's probably going to be able to correct me if I'm wrong, is Moonbots will then take over the part that SmartBots currently occupies. So it would
That's
all
my
be in
understanding.
one. So I wouldn't need SmartBots anymore. I would just need Moonbots and Upseas, and it's all in one, all Diaries. So right now it's two separate systems. Well, two separate
Right.
things working together to make Mari.
Yeah, it's
BotBaby.
basically a module under SmartBots at the moment, but
Yes.
they want to take over the SmartBots part,
Yes.
which I think is a good move.
Yes. Okay. So we can probably either move or phantom the prim that's blocking her. Although, you know, if I set her distance
Just
right,
phantom
I
it for
wouldn't
now.
need the prim. But my thinking was if I wanted to leave her in there and walk away, then I had the prim there to block her. But see, here she comes. She's like, no, wait.
She's
stuck.
Stuck.
She'll
She-
figure
she
it out.
couldn't-
Right?
Yeah, she can't figure out the pillar.
There she
There
goes.
she goes.
Let's see.
Now it's unphantomed.
Yeah.
Wait for me. Runs after. That's cute.
So the things that I have out here, and again, this is like more of a question for Tofu and Killy, is I thought, now I know the Amazon Prime box is not, but I thought the sit and spin and this activity table were autoplay. Like these are Mari's, I think, or they're mine. I updated them. I had them redelivered, but they don't seem to work autoplay. So I don't know what the problem is with these when I thought that they were. So that's why they're outside of the room.
Yeah, so these don't have the autoplay script in them. That's the thing that I was mentioning,
I know.
where if they had those as a script, we can just drop in.
Yeah. But my
Um,
my point is that on the website where they list what's autoplay, these two items are listed. So I redelivered them because I already had them. And
Can
there's
you
still
try humoring me with something?
Okay.
I don't know if this will work. Res out some sort of toy.
any toy? Any one of the
One of the autoplay toys. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I guess we could do this off one of the ones that's already.
No, or you could pull
In the
one
room.
in. Yeah, it's probably be faster. Well, I've got the land rocker. Here, the tissue box. I like the tissue box. I'll put
Tissue box works fine.
So magical tissue box.
Okay.
Is this an autoplay?
I'll tell you. Waiting for inventory. Loading contents. ... Yes, it is an autoplay. Okay, I want you to copy contents to your inventory.
So open it and
Yeah, open, copy
copy
to
to
inventory.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Now, can you send me the contents of the up autoplay note card?
Up. Up autoplay. I see it.
No cow tipping.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Excuse me.
So we're gonna start with trying this on the sit and play table. So can you drop in the autoplay script in, well, first let's put a note card. So one
put
second.
the note card. So drag it from my inventory.
Don't put that one as is. Pull the AV POS note card from the table and copy those contents to me. I'm gonna have to give you contents for
no
the
permission to view the note card.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you? And you can't. Okay.
It just comes up empty. So it says I don't have permissions.
Gotcha. Oh, it's Mari's. Okay.
Oh,
That's
that
why.
table's Mari's. Okay.
Yep.
Well, we can come back.
We can
to
do
that.
this with a different piece. Well, I kind of want.
You kind of want it. Okay, let me see if I have it. I think I have this table too. So
we could do it with. No, we can't do it with Amazon Box. That's owned by Mari as well.
Yeah, so she has some things. So I was trying not to rebuy things that she has.
Right.
Let's see. So I have. No, these are all hers. So I'd have to log in as her, and that's gonna pull focus. So can we just circle back to this later?
Yeah, we can.
I know you get fixated on things, but we can leave this to, because I wanted to go into this other room. So one of the things I want to talk about too is I was thinking about making this corner. So this one of the side on this wall somewhere, like a small office space, something with a desk. And to me, because I was using your blueprint, and I was kind of drawing in, like making notes of where I wanted things, and so I could see like a small office.
Do you even like milkshakes?
Why is the door black? Is that right?
I'm trying to figure that out myself.
I just noticed that.
Yeah.
That whole room in there is
sure.
kind of dark.
I see that.
Is it your reflection probe thing pushing through?
It might be, but I don't know why that would be showing. So let me take a look at the selection probe.
So anyway, while you're doing that, basically where that soy lamp and paper shredder are, I was thinking about making an office corner. Just something
makes sense.
That if I end up doing any kind of in-home daycare, that there's some kind of office-y looking space. That's all.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So why are you like this?
Excuse me.
Hey, jeez. Okay, let me try
tissues.
So the answer to the question is yes, it was related to the reflection probe. Reflection probe apparently fundamentally alters the way that lighting operates in a room. So it's going to look crazy dark in there until we put in a light source. For now, I just put in a sphere point light. And we can sort that out.
I like Masumi's comment in the chat. Go like and subscribe to show baby Rizzler Blanche some lovies.
Yes.
And I said hi to Kala, but you were talking, so I didn't get to shout out that Kala's in the chat.
Sorry.
So Kala's in the chat.
Hi, Kala.
So, and I was catching up. So and I think George acknowledged that they understand what I was saying about the Starries and Upsies together.
Right.
So, but we got Mari with her tissues. So she's happy over there. Are you still in the bathroom, or did you come into the nursery? Let's see. You're in the bathroom.
Yeah. I'm puzzled.
I got something to res. Actually, I can res some more stuff here. Jungle play tent. So since we had like a safari jungle sort of theme going on in the nursery, I thought it would be cool to get Mari a tent that I saw that was like an autoplay tent. So and then if I am good about it after the stream, I can list some of the items we use, like where to get them, like the KK or the I always will link Starries for anybody who needs it. So let's bring her tent out. Hopefully it's not ginormous. Oh, that's adorable. Parent. So cute. What does it say? Safari Den. Autoplay. Public.
I had to get rid of the reflection probe. I'll have to figure that out.
Okay.
Sometime, because I need to just update my knowledge on them, because it's not working like I expected.
Okay.
This is looking fun.
Well, it's just me resin out parts.
I know. Still.
So
looking fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna move Mari to this tent. I can play with her. So Masumi's playing with Dreamy is playing with her dad right now, so she can't come over.
Gotcha.
That's fine. But Masumi, we're equipped. We're ready to have her over anytime. I want to get it on video though. So maybe the next stream. Next Sunday. Next Sunday gonna be right. I'm going out of town at some point, so let's see. Let me look at my calendar before I misspeak. Next Sunday I'm out of town. That's when we're going out of town. So maybe on Saturday. Maybe we can stream a little playtime. Maybe I can put a call out for people to come bring their BotBabies over. That would be fun. Masumi, who else has? Well, there were so many people at Dreamy's party. Any other BotBaby mamas we should invite for a play date? We can stream that. That would be fun. You and I will get on that, okay, Masumi? All right, let's see. Sit. We're gonna sit her on this jungle play tent. This girl's got so many tissues out. 18. Come on.
This is strange. So like these panels, like even the long one, it looks like it's bigger. It seems slightly more detailed, but it's only one land impact. I wonder what happened with that other one.
Yeah. Look at you. You're intentionally sitting on the mantle there, Tor.
Yes.
That's fun. We have chairs in here, but you're going to sit on the mantle.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what is our
I love this tent for her. Look, she's like
what's our
drawing
plan
and
with
coloring. Okay, anyway,
what's
our
our
plan?
with the panels?
This is, well, okay. So much like in the other room, we put them on a bare wall, but we only have,
Let me try and cream and put them alongside.
unless you
'Cause-
flank the fireplace.
That's what I was thinking,
Yeah.
actually. I think that would look good.
So I think I rezzed out all the parts of this. Because I just randomly dropped them in the room, so let me check. And while I'm checking, I'll make it cute so we can see Mari in her tent. Here we go. Alright, so let's see. Because this is the bijou. Kala has made a comment about you roasting your nuts.
Nope.
I'm assuming you're talking about the tissues. The Diaries is great and good for mommies on a budget because there are usually a couple items available in the weekend sales. That's a valid point, George. Diaries is great for many reasons, but they also do participate in the weekend sales regularly. So that's valid point. All right, let's see. We've got the stroller. I got a stroller. I don't think it was well, there's other parts, so I've got.
Can you clone the wall panel on the left and move it to the right?
Wall panel on the left. Avatar. Oh, the one against the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Edit. Okay.
Thank you.
Do you need me to pick up the other one?
Yeah, I don't think we'll need that one.
And then we want them green, right? Like you want me to turn it green again?
We could make them green. It seemed like
Or
a
do you
lot
want
of
them
green.
white?
I was thinking brown white, but
Well, it's
I mean, we
cream.
Yeah. I guess that looks pretty good, actually.
Because it's just a darker.
Kind of gives it a little bit of a jungle vibe that
Yeah.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I like that. And it's
Yeah.
kind of like an accent wall with that instead
It
of all
is.
the way around.
It is. I think that works.
Okay. So we have cloud things. Okay, let me get out of this here. So we've got all the bijou. Sorry, while my inventory sorts itself out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I don't see easily sometimes in alchemy is just a collapse. I use that collapse button a fair amount. Is this the collapse? No. Is this the collapse? What is that? That does not collapse. Okay. Sorry if you guys are picking up my Malinois screaming in the background, but that's what he does. I've tried to soundproof my office so we don't hear him as much. But he's kind of high pitched, so sometimes his screams break through. Okay, bijou. Does bijou have some special characters around it? Oh no, there it is. Okay. Ressa machine, the stroller, okay, so cloud. Like that. High chair, jungle fat pack. So yeah, there's other things I didn't res because there was like smaller pieces to this. So jungle basket, jungle chair. Is that the same chair? That is the same chair. Why is it asking me that? Is the jungle chair? Oh. Oh. ignore that. Delete. This jungle chair. Okay. I'm probably going to delete that chair where you're putting stuff. I'll replace it.
Okay.
Delete. Because it's an autoplay.
Sure.
Okay, I am parent. Okay, so this is not autoplay. I can just sit there. Oh, she can sit there. My bad. That's cute. Pose menu. Toddler.
Mhm. Hey. All right. You fireplace. You. Sure look like a fireplace.
Okay, so I think it was a HUD. So Mari's animated funny, so stop animate. Why is she like that? Let me get her back. Mari. We want her back in the tent. Let's get her back in the tent. Okay.
Push this up further.
Yeah, that's what I liked. Do I want the darker wood? Yeah, that's what I like. Okay. And the dresser. Do I have the dresser out? I do. So the dresser is already green. It can be cream. Should the dresser be cream so it stands a bit out from the wall? Because if you notice, the green dresser kind of is more blending with the wall. If you look by the lamp.
Oh yeah.
So I can change it so it's like that. Or should it be green?
I kind of like the green.
Okay.
But let me try something.
The crib. Where'd you end up putting the crib?
Somewhere.
Oh, it's behind me by the window. Okay. I kind of like that wood, but the crib has colors too, but I wonder if it's just the bumpers that change. Yeah, it is.
I'm trying
Ooh.
something over on this this stand here. See if you like that. Or maybe I need to lighten it a little bit more.
You need me to look now?
Yeah.
Oh, I like where you stuck Mari. Where am I looking? On what?
The stand you thought was blending in a little bit. I
The dresser.
Tinge of darkness on the dresser.
Okay, yeah. I can see that. It's more in line with the fence.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to go
Yeah,
for. Let me
I like
see if I
that.
can match it a little better. I might be able to color match it a little better, but
And I think if I want to look outside, because it looks like the environment's going
Actually-
even more. Oh, look at that sunset. You look out the window.
oh yes, that's what I was talking
That's what
about.
you were liking.
I love the sunset
Look
on
at
the
that.
sky. It's really nice.
Yeah, I want some artsy art for sure.
Can you change it to cream actually? Because I want to. I think I can color match better from that. Okay, let me do some shenanigans here. So we'll go here. Bring it. Nope, not the whole thing. Not the whole thing. Just this.
Because I even have more. Like I think I've that's a dresser with a changing table on top. I think there's another one. I got the cloud set, and I can put some of that up. I was looking at some of Masumi's chat. She was sharing Dreamy talking.
That is too much. That's too much green. Let's take a little bit less green. That's closer. Ooh, is that it? Hold on. Stop rubber banding, you stupid thing. Okay. That is pretty close. I think that's pretty close. Yeah, Kala, it is. It's a whole day cycle environment. I assumed that it would be available in the store. We got it as a gift at the SLVCG, but it is from a creator called Artsy. So, yeah.
I think we should have some kind of party here where folks can come see the house once it's all done, and bring their BotBabies to play. That would make me happy, and we can stream it. This room, that tent goes in here so nice. And they're unrelated, so
yeah,
just really love that.
I want to see what this is.
All right, I think there's more parts I need to res out. Hang on. No, I think you did a great job color matching that. Okay, so basket, chair, changing table, crib. Oh, there's some diapers. I can make I don't know if we want more than one lamp. Oh, that's cute.
I don't know where it belongs, but
probably in one of the corners. But I don't know if you want more than one lamp. Like the one, I feel like that could be 2 lamps of the jungle lamp. But do you want me to take out my little soy thing from the ceiling again? That is not going to match. Do you have anything that has like palm fronds, like a fan with like wooden palm fronds? That would be cool.
I do. Yes,
right.
I have. That was one of the 2 that I was considering in the other room. Well, yeah. So let me drop this. Do we want to go iron or gold for trim?
Gold.
Okay.
What are you doing? Oh, the lamp. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Object position. Copy. Paste. Bring it down.
Okay, now I think I finally rezzed it all out.
There you go.
Oh my goodness, that's so dreamy. And I don't mean Masumi's daughter. I love that so much. That's good. Perfect.
It needs, I don't like where the light is positioned, and I don't like the light that it's casting. Let me see if we can fix that. So this needs to be way down in intensity, and it's not even really going anywhere. So let's, this was my problem with the other one too. Let's drop that entirely. It's no longer light source. We'll create our own. Because as much as I love this creator's fans, because this is the same creator as the one that I used in the playroom.
Mm-hmm.
But as much as I love their fans, they just don't. They don't know how to light.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do bump, and that's always starts way too bright.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring this down, way down, way down, way down further.
Yeah, I just had to cam into the other room while you're talking, just to take in the view through these windows of the sunset. Like, these windows are like my favorite thing in this house.
Yeah.
And the way it
It's really-
captures that off-sim piece, the palms, like, I just love this view so much. Like, it's just so serene, so peaceful.
It is.
Even with baby toys littered in front of it. So. Because I was thinking there should be some kind of seating there. Like a big, I have a couch, but like a big couch that just faces that way, so that you're looking out and seeing that view.
Yeah. It should be a little more orange. That matches a little better.
Maybe I should miss my couch out. Let me know when to look back in there, because I've cammed into the other room.
Yeah, I will.
Kala approves of having a party. We will have a party. Although I've been told on these, because I'm in this parcel is Surreal Estates, because trust me, Kala, had Lakeside not been adult, I would have rented that empty parcel next to Blanche Retreat.
Mhm.
But because it's adult and there's child avatars, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I think that I'm pretty happy with that light source.
Let me take a look. But what I was gonna say is, I have rented my additional parcels from Surreal Estates, and one of the things that's in the covenant is like you can't have more than like, I don't know, it's like 28 avatars on a parcel. And I believe Geneva Baxton, if I'm saying her name right, may have run into that problem when she was having a party. I think I saw it on Facebook, where she had like upwards of 30 people at her party. And I don't know how it got found out, but somebody said something, or if there was a cap, maybe there's an avatar limit, probably, and she couldn't get more people into her party, and she was bothered by that. I don't know if I have the details wrong. Masumi can probably tell me if I do or don't. And so, and it reminded me, I was like, well, when I have a party, I have to keep in mind only 28 avatars total. So I don't know why it's 28, but it is. So. Yeah, so Callus comments, love how the island frames the sunset. Yes, and that is an off-sim, or it's like, yeah, it's an off-sim, like a horseshoe island. If you want to know which one, Cal, I can link you. We got it on Marketplace.
Yeah, so that one is...
And I love the light in here, Tor. You nailed it, as usual. This room is so warm. I love this so much.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm struggling with the floor lamp. We might
not need it.
Might not need it.
We can pull it into the other room, or use it somewhere else in the house.
It's either that, or I just need to really tinker with it. I really don't like the light that it gives off when it's on.
Okay. Maybe it can be off and just decorative.
Yeah, we can definitely.
I like
do
how
that.
it goes with the set.
Yeah. Ooh.
What?
Now it's nighttime, and
I noticed.
It's looking pretty nice.
I like, one of our neighbors has like a starry sky. If you look up, it has like a Milky Way kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
I'm not upset about that. Somebody has full bright plants.
I'm a little upset about it because the Milky Way is full bright. But it's better than the Fulbright plants, for sure.
Right. I like how the
whole
lights...
Fulbright treehouse.
Yes. Well, the Fulbright treehouse, the stuff in the middle is sim stuff,
Yeah, well, it
but
should
there's a
be
lot of
fired
lights
on.
over there. Like the rest of the sim is really lit up versus where we
Yeah.
are, which is like the dark side of the sim.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
crazy. People's bad lighting. But not here, not at the Blanche Oasis. We got perfect lighting.
Well, it's coming together.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten it
I
everywhere
have to
yet.
take Mari's face light off the next time I'm on her because it's a bit intense. But what I was gonna say is I like the soft lighting that's on the house itself. Like it lights up just those pieces of the house that should be. It's not crazy lighting. So,
Yeah.
and then as I told you before, my intent with this building was that we would be inside of it most of the time. Like we weren't looking
Right.
for an outside space. If we want outside space, we have stratagem. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So are you putting in some additional lighting? You're doing something over there. I know you are.
I'm-
You're adding to that
yeah,
lighting.
I noticed the ballroom. Didn't
Ballroom.
really have.
I love how you
whatever.
call it the ballroom. I know exactly
I'm
what
gonna-
you mean.
It's the ballroom.
It's the ballroom. So Callow was making a comment about the avatar limit. Yeah, it's in the covenant because they don't want, like, these are meant to be residential parcels, so they don't want them to be overrun with a bunch of avatars. That's at least my suspicion on it. Like, I could open up the covenant and show you. Let's see, covenant. Is it Surreal Estates? Private zoned estates. So, and this one where I actually rent in two places. Where Moonlit Pathways was the first parcel I got with Surreal Estates, and it was also moderate and rated for child avatars and Zoobies. So it kind of inspired me to keep looking at Surreal Estates for a similar, and I did find this one, and it was unfortunately, like for me at the time, was beach themed. I'm not a big beach theme kind of person, but it worked out. So if I scroll down, let's see, zoning policies. So it says, the Zuby babies are okay. It's welcome to families. See, no clubs, no clans, no hangouts, no malls, no stores. Somebody knows. No breedables, no this, no that. No sim surrounds, nothing floating below 1,000 meters. General rules. I know it's in here about the number of avatars. There's buildings, privacy, skyboxes, animals. You can have orbs. Let's see, Rizzers, terraform. Oh, here, avatar. Here it is, see? Maximum avatars allowed at any given time. Depending on the size, if you have a half a sim, you can have 55 avatars. If you have a quarter sim, 28 avatars. If you have an eighth of a sim, 15 avatars, or a 16th of a sim, 8 avatars. I may have even less. I may be on the 8 size. I don't have a quarter sim. Let's see, what size is this? General. This is, how do I tell what I have? Area, I have 3744. So if I go back to the covenant 3744, I can only have 8 avatars over at once. That's even less. So much for a party here. It'll be small parties.
Small parties. Yes.
So, but that's what I mean. It was meant for family living. So if you have a small parcel, you shouldn't have a bunch of avatars here, right?
Ideally not, yeah.
Yeah. So that's good to know. I'm glad I saw that with Geneva. Unfortunate for her in that scenario because she was having either a big party or an event of some kind, and she capped at the 28. So,
yeah.
So that was good for me to know before I try to throw some big party, and it's capped at 8. 8.
Yeah, that would be rough.
Yeah. And then George is saying, definitely love mainland for the freedom. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if that means, do you think, I guess I'm curious, I don't think like our Linden homes have that kind of limit on them, right?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
you know, I know we have a couple Linden homes. I mean, we have SLUHQ, which is your Linden home. Then I have my trailer, which is, you know, it's small and mine. And then we have the Wellness Center, Blanche Wellness, which we haven't built yet, which is Mari's
Right.
Linden home because she's a premium account as well. So, but I wasn't planning on putting baby stuff there or to have a party there. But
Right.
maybe that is where we have I don't know. We'll see. It's way down the road.
We'll see. Yeah.
You're like, don't get ahead of yourself, Lala. Let's focus on one thing at a time.
One thing at a time.
I know. Then I start stressing Tor out with all the things I want to do. He's like, hold up there. Remember, I only have so much bandwidth.
I do, and I can. I really like hone in on a project, so I kind of can't.
Yes.
When you start,
You're
let's
like
do this and this and this and this.
You're like,
I'm
stop. Right? Isn't that your reaction?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Shh.
It
It's
is.
like, shh, Lala. I will just tuck that away because I know how you operate, and I know
Yes.
I can overwhelm you.
Yeah, but you know, I'm not mean about it, and you're very
No.
accommodating with
Yes.
how I function.
Is it because you're neuro spicy?
I am kind of nervous. Well, I think, yeah, I kind of, I start really fixating on whatever the current project is, and that's just what fills all of my processing. So I can't really, I can't really, when other projects start getting mentioned, like you're really good at multitasking concepts, and I'm just not.
That's fair.
I noticed something
Oh.
um, while camming around randomly,
Mm-hmm.
that our neighbor to our north, let's see, on this side that we're on,
Yeah.
appears to have like a whole kind of cute nursery of their own.
Okay. Anything in there we should snag?
Well, I don't know. It looks like they're set up more for Zuby.
Okay.
Yeah, I do the hyper focus, Kala. That's definitely where I'm at. And I can't do multi hyper focus, or I just shut down. Oh yeah, but that's probably pretty good for now.
Are you trying to wrap up?
Yeah, I think so.
Before you do, can you cam into the ballroom? Oh, there's my chair.
Sure.
I rezzed out two
Look at
pieces
the
of
ballroom.
furniture.
Ooh, okay.
Did you set things in the nursery? Because my camera's been in the ballroom. Is everything set in the nursery?
I didn't change too much more.
Let me go. Let me get my eyes back in there.
I was messing more with lighting than
Okay.
anything else.
Can we place things so we can call this room mostly done too?
Yeah.
Like, I can move this.
Like what needs
Like there's stuff on the
placing?
floor.
Oh, the toys. Okay.
Yeah. Like I feel like this little thing, and probably the diapers need to go up here on the changing table too.
Yep.
So
I
I'm
see
moving
that.
this tray.
Boop. Boop.
Because the tray should be forward. Is that what's happening?
I don't know which one. Which one do you
know.
want? I think the tray should be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would think.
I think I also have it backwards, so I need to rotate it. Can I just let you do that? They both
Sure.
need to be rotated. It looks like they're both facing backwards.
Okay.
And then the toys, I feel like maybe we should put those near Mari's tent.
Okay.
Because that seems like it would be fun. And,
Your location.
because I also have more remember I got the cloud set too that I can put potentially, oh thanks, more furniture
Yeah,
in here if we need it.
which we definitely do. A little
Let's
bit
see.
more.
And did you intentionally make the crib not line up with the window? Because I know you like things askew, but I'm going to straighten that.
Yeah, you can straighten that up. I don't think that one was an intentional choice. I just wanted it generally over there.
And then I figure at one point you were so good about curtains when we lived in Lakeside.
Yeah.
Like, these windows absolutely need curtains.
Okay, I will
at
put
some
together
point.
some curtains for
Not
that.
right this second, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like that corner where Mari is and where the crib is.
Yeah.
For sure. That looks great.
Yes. The safari den.
Why I'm like weird lagging right now. Okay. So I kind of feel like I want this rug to be bigger. Edit. Can I stretch it? How many prims is it? It's 1. How big can I make it before it goes to more than 1?
I mean, it can
That's
go a
still
little more than
1.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
This
see.
one should stretch pretty well.
Okay, I let it go. I don't know if did you see how big I made it? Can you adjust the size of that however you think makes sense?
Sure.
Because I feel like now it's too big. And if it needs to turn the other direction. Or yeah, if it's close to the fireplace like that, I could see like a little sitting, like cozy up to the fireplace kind of thing.
Yeah, I kind of want to throw it this way though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I felt like it needed to turn.
Yeah.
And then this thing that I only put this thing on the wall over here because I wasn't sure where the changing table would end up. I feel like it should end up it should be by the changing table.
It could be
like
above the changing table.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking it to.
Okay. Let's see, George, can I just say, yeah.
Oh no.
Gene, I'm sorry that you've had a dark week. That's
George, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Very sorry for your loss.
George, I did have a question for you. I know you were sharing about your avatar that's a baby. Is it a BotBaby too? Is that something you currently are doing too? Do we need to invite your baby over for play date? Tor, can you adjust this thing? I put it over by the changing table, but I don't know if that's where I want it. And do we want that changing table set up more in the center of the wall, or are you leaving it over to the side so that something else can go there?
I was thinking we could do something else
like
there.
Like a couch or something? Like, what are you thinking?
I'm not sure yet.
Well, maybe some more toys.
Yeah, more toys or toy box or something. The palm can't work quite right there because it clips through the tree.
Okay.
Let me see if I can if I squish it this way though. That just works.
So, Tor, if I take the chair I'm in and duplicate it and face it toward the fireplace, would that be nice?
It could be.
Okay.
Give it a try. Kind of like the palm next to the fireplace.
Oh, I can't copy this chair. I gotta read us another one.
Yeah. Well, you should be able to now that you're not sitting in it.
I just tried and I wasn't sitting in it.
No. Interesting.
Let me move this over here. This gets in my way all the time. A shift, drag. It was like, no, ma'am. No way. Okay, so this is the jungle chair. And so George is saying,
full life. Wow.
That is. I hope to be 97 or 98 one day.
Well done.
I'm glad she lived such a long life.
Yeah.
So yes, George, we will invite you for a play date too with baby. Now, George, if memory serves, you have a few avatars, right? You'll have to tell me which is the one to get with. Tell me in Discord. You want to type which avatars we're talking about, so I make sure to make note. I got a message. Mari's got a message. People, you know, because SmartBots lets me know when she's getting messaged, and that sound always just makes me think the region is restarting.
Oh,
so, and it's not. It's very close to that sound, but without the shaking screen.
Yeah.
Let me get the jungle HUD.
Bong.
Yeah. Okay. So, HUD. So I can change the color. I like how you put those chairs. If you have a coffee table, and I know you do.
I was gonna try one.
Yep. Oh, I like it.
Yeah. Kind of matches the jungle vibe in
It
here.
does. But Grant, George is saying she was their grandmother, but raised them from the age of 7.
Wow.
That's wonderful that she was there for you like that.
Yeah. Let me pull these back a little bit.
I like this. I like what you're doing there, Tor.
Yeah, I think that'll work pretty well. And we can put, like, you know, kid stuff on the underside of that.
Yep.
If we wanted to.
Yep. As we start doing the knickknacks. I made the signs. I'm making the signs bigger. Can you tweak that? The signs that were behind you when you were on the mantle?
Sure.
I don't know if that's the size that you think they should be.
It's a fine size.
I thought those were so cute.
Yeah, they're good. They're good signs for sure.
See, so I feel like we've got like 2 rooms mostly done. Like they're in such better shape than they were. This room obviously still needs some more things. It's a little on the empty side. Just a touch.
Yeah.
But it's so much better than it was.
It is. And that's the challenge of big rooms is that you've got to put more in them. Oops.
Can we, I don't know if it's easier for you, it might be, can you drag Mari's little bear chair into here from the other room and have her in this setup too? It's on the far side of the playroom. It's a little brown bear.
Yeah. You said to have it in here too?
Yeah, also.
I can't copy items that you own.
Well, move it.
Okay.
Move it. I'm not asking you to copy it. Move it out of the nursery and bring it over.
Sure. That I can do.
I'm just figured it would be easier for you so I don't have to clumsy cam over there and take everybody with me. But like put it near us so it's like part of the seating with her own little baby chair.
Yep. Just a moment. Boop. Okay, and then let's bring this on up. Could be next to me or could be between our chairs.
What do you think looks best?
Let me try between. Let's see. Because I can also nudge mine over.
So I think I can also change the color and make it lighter. What's the name of that chair? What is it?
That is going to be Teddy
Bloom.
Bloom.
Okay. I just think it's cute.
How's that look?
I think that's adorable.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good location.
It's got a HUD, so I can make it lighter.
Mm-hmm.
So she can be...
Let me rotate this a little bit more too.
I think it's cute. That's the lightest I can make. I can make... It gets darker after that. So then... I don't know, that's cute too. There's 6 different browns that it could be. I don't know if you have a preference. I'll Gyaza you. And let me know.
I think that one looks pretty good.
I'll show you the whole thing.
Okay.
That's what the HUD looks like.
Gotcha. And which one is it on?
Right now it's on the darkest, so second row, all the way over to the right.
Okay. And what was the first one top row look like?
I just moved her. I couldn't resist. That's what top row.
Gotcha.
For top row, farthest to the left looks like. Did you want it farthest to the right, top row?
Yeah, it's kind of orangey, isn't it? Yeah, let's try upper right. I think the one you had it on the bottom right looked best, honestly.
That one.
Yeah.
What about this one? This is the middle one, bottom row. Too orangey for you?
I think it's a little orangey. I mean, I'm not mad at it. All of them are pretty good, but
I would do either top row right or bottom row right. Either one of those two. I really like the richness of the brown.
agreed.
So top or bottom?
Those are probably my favorites.
Right
I
now
still
it's on
think I
top.
like the bottom.
Okay, bottom it is.
Yeah.
What's floating above her head? Something she didn't accept. There's a remote there. Is that hers or is that? What is that? Yeah, it's the remote. She didn't accept it.
Gotcha.
It's fine. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're gonna leave it here then.
I think so.
So, and then we'll have to work out a picture at some point for the thumbnail. Unless you're already working that out now.
I can work on that now. But yeah, we can wind down the stream.
Okay, so let's see. Any closing thoughts from you, Tor, before I do our thank yous?
No, you can launch straight into the thank yous. I'm pretty.
You're pretty.
I've had a weekend.
You've had a very busy weekend. A lot going on for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you made the time to join me for the stream today, because you know.
Me too. I needed this.
Mama Lala has stepped in to help me with Saturdays and the whole budget thing, which I'm on a kick now.
I saw that. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, and I've already even discovered a couple more ways to make some linden, so we'll talk about that next time. But
Okay.
I love how this is coming together. I've wanted this space for a little while, and for us to work on it. I've had it secured for a very long time.
Yes.
I knew we would get to it eventually. I have definitely learned patience in being your partner. So because it's not really my forte at times, because I get excited about things and I want to go do things, and
Yes.
but I have to sometimes.
Which I definitely appreciate the enthusiasm.
Yes. But thankfully, as I've always said, I'm really good at entertaining myself in Second Life. And I always find something to do. So if we can't work on this right now, I'll go find something else to do. And it's a talent, I guess, that I possess. But I'm glad we're working on it now. I think it's coming along really well. I'm really appreciative of the time that Tofu and Killy spent with us, because like I said, they really breathed new life into Mari as a BotBaby.
Yes.
And I look forward to having folks over, apparently only a few at a time. We'll have to do smaller gatherings. I don't know what we'll do. I guess we can't really have a big housewarming. But we'll invite folks over in small groups to come explore and bring their bot babies. So I'm really excited to get to do that when we're at a point, because there's still a lot left to do. Like when I think about it as a whole, we've got the playroom done, we've got the nursery started. once we have the interior of the house settled, then there's going to be probably some minor tweaking of the landscaping around the outside. Just to make it the whole package, you know, because I know you'll see the outside and you're like, we can do this out here. So I really look forward to when it's all done, but I definitely appreciate the process. I appreciate the way that you do things and the way that your mind works in getting stuff done. And I think you definitely have a knack for making our spaces feel like home, which I appreciate.
Thank you. I think we work very, very well together in that regard.
Yeah, I agree. So I want to give a thank you to the folks that were with us in the chat. So we had George and Kala, and Masumi was here for a bit. And did I miss anyone else? I was chatting with, it was George from the start, George and Masumi. I was getting it blended with our other stream, which had Mama Lala in it from the beginning. But that was different. So thank you for everyone who was able to be with us here live, and thank you to those who watch this later. Please, subscribe to our channel, like, share, comment. We really enjoy the engagement and the community that we build around our videos. So until next time, I think that's a wrap on today, right, Tor?
It is. So we'll see you in the next one.